What's good, boys? Welcome back to Maxsta channel. Today we're recording in my kitchen, a little change of scenery. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. Here are the best VSTs for 2025. We've got some free ones in here, we've got some hidden gems, we've got some oldies but goodies, we've got some paid ones, we've got a bit of everything, man, so make sure you stick around. This first one especially, I'm giving away all the sauce at the start. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first plugin on the list, which is Backmask by Freakshow Industries. Now, a lot of you may have heard of this plugin before, as it's been out for a little while now, but I feel like a lot of people see and hear this plugin and write it off as some, crazy experimental shit that you can use once in a while. I wholeheartedly disagree. Every other sample, I'm using this plugin. I honestly think it's crazy sauce, and a lot of people just don't know how to, pull out the full potential of the plugin. I'm gonna show you how to do that today, but first, to prove that this plugin is more than just some experimental stuff that can be used for any genre, let me show you this beat that me and my boy AP did. I made the melody. It's got over 100k views on YouTube, and I think one of the main things which hooked people in and keep them watching was a super unique vocal. I'm gonna play it to you now so you can hear what I'm talking about. So you hear that vocal, you hear how it's got that cool reverse effect, it's got all them textures, it sounds super smooth, clean and unique. Yeah bro, that's all Backmask. So for those of you that haven't seen Backmask before, this is what it looks like. Super simple interface, there's only a handful of things that you can touch and adjust. To be honest, I don't even know what each of these knobs do, but to give you a brief overview of the plugin, this plugin is basically a random reverser plugin. So it takes little bits and just reverses it. So to demonstrate the plugin, this is a starter that I made the other day. This is how it sounds without the Backmask on it. So yeah, anyway, you get the picture. Now, let me go ahead, turn the Backmask on. And the first thing I like to do whenever I put this plugin is I like to go up to here, I like to push randomize. Right, so we've got randomize. Let me just play it for you. So yeah, that's sounding pretty sick. I don't exactly know what all of these do, but I generally just mess around until I find a bounce that I fuck with. So yeah, all of this stuff drastically alters the sound. However, if I go and take this 4-bar loop, it's exactly the same. I copy it across. And then if I go ahead and consolidate this with the Backmask on it, I'm then going to take these first 4 bars here and these last 4 bars here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So if we look, we can see that I'm going to play this part because see that the waveform even looks different. So let's just play this first one. It's a slightly different batch. You can see the waveforms are slightly different. By doing that, you can get ever so slightly unique and different chops. Best things to use it on are strings, vocals, pads, pianos, honestly anything. So let me give you a little example with some vocals. So this is the original Carvey vocal. Shout out to Carvey. This is how the original vocal sounds without the Backmask.
I wait for the day that I meet you on the other side.
This is with the Backmask on.
I wait for the day that I meet you on the other side.
So obviously you can hear that that is not exactly how it sounds in the loop. This is how it sounds in the loop. I basically did what I showed you before. I just took the effective vocal, copy and pasted it, consolidated it, and then as you can see up here, I found some chops. What you can also do, if I go to the Backmask thing here, I've got Backmask first, and then I added a delay, an alter boy, a bit of reverb. And you can mess around with, putting Backmask at the bottom, and then adding, delays, choruses, see how that sounds. Or you can add a delay, a chorus, and then a Backmask will affect, the delay and the chorus and the reverb tail, all of that. You can do some crazy stuff with this plugin. And honestly, if that before and after hasn't convinced you that you need to go get this plugin right now, then hey bro, I don't know, there's not much more I can do, man. If you do want to go get this plugin, the link is in the description, and while you're down there, you might as well throw me a subscription and like the video because I've just put you lot on. Anyway, on to the next plugin, boys. Let's get it. It's a new day. I had to cut the previous recording session short, but plugin number 2 is the Sound Toys 5 bundle. Now, everybody knows about this. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but I had to include it in here because it's just too goated. I actually copped it when it went on sale over Christmas for $250, which I thought for what you get, all the plugins you get, is definitely not a bad deal at all. If you don't have the bread to cop the whole bundle, definitely just cop Effect Rack. If you lot do decide to go buy Effect Rack or you already have it, I've got 10 presets there, which I use all the time. They're my own personal presets. Down in the description, go ahead, click the link, go get that. Now we've gone from free to expensive. Now we're gonna go middle of the road. This set of FX plugins is the Safari pedals. Now you may have seen these before, you may not have. They're relatively new, I do believe. There's so many different reverb plugins, and a lot of them are cool. A lot of them try to emulate analog gear, but what I like about Safari pedals is they're not really trying to emulate anything. They're just being creative. And there's a lot of crazy, wild reverbs, delays. I've been using some of the plugins recently, and I think in terms of sparking creativity, they're some of the best out there in doing that, or at least for me personally, I recommend they're worth a shot. Especially right now, I think the Everything bundle is on sale, down from like $1,000 to like $129. And yeah, man, a lot of the plugins are pretty cheap. If you just want some individual ones, I think they're only $20, $30. And yeah, man, they're just super fun to experiment with, and I feel like they're good value for money for sure. Now for this next plugin, it's a bit of a left field shout, but I know Portal is loved by the whole community, and don't worry, this isn't Portal. This is a plugin from Minimal Audio called Rift. Now they market it as a distortion plugin, however the way I would describe it to people is it's just Portal with more control. So we're in Rift, it's a lot like Portal, but as you can see, you can kind of change the wave shape, the sample drives. There's a lot more stuff that you can change, you have a lot more control. So let me just pick one of these. Let's go with this 8th orbit. Let's see how that sounds. Sounding cool, but I'm not liking them high crunchy sort of frequencies, and I'm guessing I can change that by looking at this crunch thing. So I'm gonna just change this. I'm gonna look through some, I want it to be kind of soft. There we go. Now let's play it. I'll turn the dry and wet down. There you go, we've got a very cool effect. You can get this plugin and all the other Minimal Audio plugins for $15 a month, I believe, or this plugin is like $80, so it's a little bit cheaper, but I do recommend Minimal Audio. All of their plugins are pretty fire, so maybe test out the all access $15 a month. Moving on to the next plugin, and this one is actually a stock FL plugin, which I just think is the most slept on plugin, and it's actually the stock FL Studio stereo shaper. Now you can just pan, you know, within FL, but this stereo shaper is actually pretty crazy. It's got quite a few effects, some mixing effects, but I really like for guitars. So yeah, this is the starter without the stereo stuff on it. Stereo as 3 is my go-to preset. Bro, it already sounds sick. So yeah, I can almost guarantee that you're sleeping on this if you don't have a stereo plugin. Now there are a few free cool ones, but if you want one that's just in the box, it's pretty intuitive, like there's not much going on, it's just super simple, does the job, has some cool presets. Don't sleep on this shit. Well, we've got this guitar starter pulled up. I'm gonna show you the final plugin for this video, which I think is super fire. It's also another paid one, but Super VHS by Baby Audio. Now this one is on the cheaper side, and the main thing I use it for is on guitars and pads. This magic switch is super crazy. I think you can get this magic switch for free. They've also got this free dice plugin. But anyway, check out their website, it's super cool. But let me just show you what this magic thing does. So this is how it sounds without the magic thing turned on. Now I'm going to turn it on halfway through. I don't even know, man. It kind of sounds like it's phasing, but it also just sounds more full. It sounds warmer. We've also got this wash and this heat and this drift, which is also pretty cool if I just play it with that. So yeah, man, hopefully I put you on to some plugins in this video, and in my opinion, if I had to pick my favorite one, it's definitely going to be Backmask. I think there's no reason why you shouldn't go and get that plugin. It's totally free and it's super crazy. But yeah, I'm going to leave links to the downloads for all of these plugins in the description below. If you're going down to the description to get any of these plugins, make sure that you do throw a like and a subscribe to the video. And you might as well go to my Instagram as well. I'm always giving away free source, sharing new plugins I find, all of that. So yeah, man, thank you for tuning into the video, and I'll catch you lot in a bit.